Good morning from my humble hut. This is the first country where the sun rises. Of course, colonialism in Samoa ended completely. This is the most exciting part. Have you ever wondered what a happy bus looks like? That's it. I swear I will wear all the clothes I've got. On the exact opposite side of the world, in the furthest place east you can reach according to maps, there is a country called Samoa. A land of stunning nature, unique culture, amazing cuisine, and incredibly warm people. You don't even need a visa to enter, but because it's one of the farthest countries on Earth, few people visit it. Join me in this video for a journey to discover the world's most remote country. The color of the water from the plane was crazy right from the moment we landed. Looks like we're about to have fun in the ocean here. That turquoise blue color of the sea is so inviting, you just want to jump in. The entire ocean looks like this. Officially, I made it to country number 91. The first thing I do at the airport. This is Samoa's airport. I need to buy a new SIM card and exchange some money.
$265 for $100, yeah? Okay. Wow, very nice currency. Beautiful. Thank you. I exchanged money. I want a SIM card.
Okay.
The first thing you notice in Samoa is that their airport is open. My first time ever at an open-air airport. There are no doors at the airport. The weather here is hot all year, so they don't even need a gate. And the ventilation is completely natural. So we left the airport. I want to hurry up to catch the local bus headed to the town, where we're going to rent a car and cruise around for 3 days in this country before heading to a new one. Their airport's design is pretty cool. Different from other airports. Like I told you, it's entirely open. And the whole ventilation system is natural. Ever since we arrived, and everyone keeps saying talofa. Talofa may mean hello, welcome, or how are you. It's talofa and welcome at Faleolo International Airport.
The bus to Apia?
Yeah.
From where can I take it?
What?
The bus? Bus to Apia?
Yeah, the bus.
Talofa.
While waiting for the bus, I opened Google Maps and decided to zoom out. As you can see, I'm literally between the American continent and Australia. It feels so surreal. I truly feel like I've reached the end of the earth.
This one?
Excuse me. Go bro go, isn't the bus amazing? Just look at that bus. It's a work of art. It's like the magic school bus. From the moment I arrived, I couldn't stop smiling. I was just so happy. I truly felt those island vibes. The island's life. The happy and relaxed people. Even the bus is beautiful. Even the bus is happy here. Have you ever wondered what a happy bus looks like? Look, the driver hanged a photo of his kids on the bus. It's like he turned it into his home, into a masterpiece. Goodbye to this historic bus. Riding that bus on its own was an experience. Clearly, this is a very religious country. We passed by 1,000 churches on the way. Before doing anything in town, I needed to change from my casual clothes and wear their clothes, the island's attire.
What is the most traditional thing to wear?
Of Kingo. Yeah.
Of Kingo.
Kingo. Yeah.
This one, this one.
This one, this one.
What do you think of the color? I've become a true Samoan. I think it's a bit small. What do you think? Should I switch to blue? Looks like I'll take blue. The problem now is that the market will now close. Lucky me, I arrived just before it closed entirely. I should grab the car I rented.
Hello!
So where are you from?
I'm from Palestine and Jordan. How is life in Samoa?
It's like a paradise here in Samoa when you visit some of the
Goodbye, Tony!
I reached the rental office. All right, let's start our journey.
Hi!
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Bus ride.
Good! I enjoyed it. It's an experience.
Experience,
It was better to take the bus.
At that moment, I noticed that the office had hung 1,000 flags of the Zionist Israel and a sign in English saying, "I stand with Israel." That ruined my plans for the day. I won't bore you with details, but when I entered the car rental office, I saw they had the filthy regime's flag on display. I ended up discussing the issue with them for almost 2 hours. They apologized, saying, "We're sorry, it's our belief." They claimed that those people were God's chosen and that this land was theirs. Honestly, I wasn't comfortable renting from them. After 2 hours of arguing, I went to the nearest hotel. That's that. I'm not going to do much today because I'm no longer in the mood. Tomorrow we'll start our trip.
Hi, is this Lens?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have a booking. I need to book a room.
Okay.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I can. No worries. Thank you so much.
Hello, hello.
Marhaba, how are you? Nice to see you. Where are you from? Pakistan.
Honestly, they seem like really kind, respectful people, but they're brainwashed. While in the car, I asked the guy in front of the camera why he thought that Christianity and Israel go hand in hand, and he answered,
What's the connection between Jesus and Israel that is today?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You have no idea, but you stand with Israel.
No, yeah, but Israel, because in the Bible, that says regarding what you call it.
As you know, like Israel, what it's doing today is not Jesus-like. It's terrorist-like.
Yes.
Yeah, why stand with Israel despite all of this?
Well, to us, our belief is the only reason we stand is about Jesus, preparing ourselves for His return. That's all.
How is this connected to Israel of today, like the country?
Honestly, I don't have an answer for that.
For me, the thing that made me feel anxious the most
Yes.
is when you put "I stand with Israel." It's not only the flag.
At least we have a conversation
Yeah, because
that
like
I understand, so I can remove that. Do you get it?
yeah,
I'll just keep the flag, just a souvenir,
yeah,
and then I'll remove that saying to prove to people that we don't stand of what's going on. All we do is we just read the Bible,
yeah.
and then we follow what's in the Bible.
Honestly, my goal wasn't to offend them. They really seem like good people. I hope our conversation today helps them understand that the flag hanging in their office actually supports terrorism.
I want to ask if you have small cars for rental for the weekend. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
The third company I called didn't have any cars. Looks like the only company with cars is the one owned by the Zionists. So I'm not renting any cars today.
I want to ask if you have small cars for rental for the weekend.
Yeah, we have
Yeah?
we have a small car with 100 tons.
I will come after 1 hour.
I was supposed to visit Samoa during its peak season, but a storm decided to show up while I'm here. Wow, welcome dear storm. Your timing is really on point. But we won't give up or stop. I'm taking you on a journey during this rain. They thought I'd stop because of the rain. But no, not me. I will keep going. I don't know why problems keep appearing on the journey. But hey, let's enjoy it together. It turns out I arrived with a storm that would end the day I will leave. So we're basically travel buddies. Honestly, if I told her my bookings, we wouldn't have managed to pull off that way together.
Thank you so much, brother.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Wow.
Bro, that's a lake. The people here are something else. They're nice and kind. Everyone I've met until now is helpful and nice. At least that's a win. Come on, do you want me to drown?
Hello.
And why you cross this way, come around here?
Because I like to see other countries.
Hey, our country here, no war, no
war.
fighting, no peace. It's very peaceful place.
The weather is like this every day, raining?
No, that's only today.
Only today?
Yes, yesterday is very sunny day.
I saw it, that's why I'm about to cry.
Why it's like this today?
Only today is gonna have this kind of weather.
This car I rented cost $30 a day. Actually, it's even cheaper than what they charged yesterday. And the guy isn't a Zionist. What more could you ask for?
So it's,
I have a curious question. Do you support Israel?
oh, no, I never support killing people. I want the right thing, you know.
Amazing.
That's all. Yeah,
Right.
that's why it's so down with Samoan people, because they putting Israel flag around. But what about Samoan flag?
They
They're
should
so
put Samoan
stupid.
flag, yeah.
They're so stupid. That's why I never ever support this new government. When, according to our financial report of the year, the yearly financial report,
Yeah. It's very bad.
very bad. Everything's getting expensive,
Yeah.
and the cost of living for people very high.
The first thing we did with the car was get a temporary license to drive in Samoa. It costs $5 and you need it so the police let you drive here.
Thank you, Kent.
Enjoy your time the weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, bye.
Have a good Independence Day.
Oh, you too.
And that's how we started our journey in Samoa. The weather these days is bad, but we'll try our best to enjoy it. Now I'm heading to the local market. It's raining. The first thing I want to buy is a flip-flop because my shoes got so soaked a fish can easily live inside of it. Oh, now that's a real market. Maybe I can find some clothes?
Good morning. How are you?
This is the downtown market called Fugale. You'll find fruits, vegetables, and locals come here to buy most of their supplies. You can also find handmade crafts made from wood. Samoan clothing here is truly unique.
I do have a fridge magnets, but
Oh.
it's the Samoan flag.
Samoan flag is nice.
Very beautiful.
What does it mean?
This one is the colors. It's the symbol for it's a blue ocean. Red is for Jesus' blood that shed for all of us to forgive our sins. The stars, it symbolizes the time when the Christianity arrived in Samoa.
I will take this flag.
Okay.
How much?
20 tala.
As soon as she saw me entering the market, this lady decided she'd sell me something. Uh-huh, okay.
Okay. I will take it. Very nice. Now we need sandals.
It's time to get rid of that. Now that's better to be wearing in the rain. Because you need something comfortable like this. I told her that I want to try a traditional Samoan dish.
Hada, what is it inside? A fish?
Yeah, it's a fish with a coconut cream.
It looks delicious.
I will take one coconut.
Drink?
Drink, yeah. No, without.
Huh?
I drink it like this.
Oh, that's Samoa.
I grabbed a coconut.
Very nice. Refreshing.
Very nice. This dish is called fale eleni. It's made of fish, as you can see, and I think it's some kind of tuna mixed with coconut oil or milk. They serve it like this in a coconut. You can eat taro with it. Taro here is like their version of potatoes, I guess. Let's give it a try. Oh wow, what an incredible dish. What is this amazing thing you can buy for just $2 here? Wow. This might be the best street food dish I've tried in like 3 years. Wow. I'm so glad I visited the market first. Honestly, the market is unique. The things you find here are nowhere else. Look at these Samoan snacks. Samoa is the homeland of a famous actor. Yep, it's Dwayne Johnson, and he's actually Samoan. I want to ask her about this.
Samoan cocoa?
Samoan cocoa. For the same for the coffee.
Same for coffee.
Yeah.
Can I?
For the mix for the hot water and sugar.
Okay.
They mix it with water and sugar and it becomes a drink. Here they drink it instead of coffee. The weird thing is it's rock hard. Samoa is a country of warriors, known for having some of the biggest bodies in the world. They are often seen in rough sports like American football. So as you can see, their market is full of items related to fighting and war. Look at these.
It's handmade?
Yeah. I have one like this. From
Really? Nice. You know, this is Palestinian.
Israel. Oh. Yeah, but I have mine.
From Israel, okay. You know, Jesus is Palestinian.
The people here, as I mentioned, are very religious. Many of them go on pilgrimage to Palestine and bring back keffiyehs like mine, but they say these are Israeli keffiyehs. Even the traditional keffiyeh was taken over by the Zionists. The market is the best place to start my journey. Before we continue our journey, let me give you a quick history of Samoa and its capital, Apia. Around 1000 BC, the first humans arrived on the Samoan Islands, in Polynesia in the Pacific Ocean. The people who came here were the original inhabitants of surrounding countries like Tonga, Fiji, and others. They lived together, forming tribes, languages, and cultures. But then, European colonizers started to arrive in 1722. They didn't officially colonize Samoa until around 1820, so about 100 years later, Europeans started coming from Europe to settle in this new city we call Apia. Now it's the capital of Samoa. For the next 60 years, there were many battles and civil wars here. Details I won't go into to not bore you to death. But what happened in the end is that an agreement was made between Britain, America, and Germany to split Samoa into two parts. An American part, now American Samoa, separate from Samoa we're in, and a German part that was given to Germany. Germany, can you believe that? But when World War I broke out, New Zealand and Britain naturally took over Samoa from Germany. Otherwise, today this country would still be speaking German, but now they speak English. Of course, colonialism in Samoa ended completely after decades of foreign control in, I think, 1962, if I'm not mistaken. They gained their independence finally. But American Samoa I told you about did not. They remain to this day under American control, though they have self-governance. That's a quick look at the history. A lot more happened for sure, but this gives you some context you'll need when we start exploring this beautiful island. Right in the center of Apia is a Catholic church, the first church built in this country. I visited it because its architecture is so unique. It's unlike any other church. You see the ceiling? I'm not sure what it represents, but it's crafted from wood with intricate designs and carvings. It's in downtown, so if you're new to the city and exploring it, you'll definitely walk past it. You don't understand the beauty of this country's nature, but that's only when the sun is out. Hopefully it will be sunny tomorrow. Just look at the greenery and the palm trees. Welcome to the land of dreams. A truly magical place. Over there it looks like there's a Baha'i temple. Yes, a Baha'i temple. As you can see, there's a lot of religious sites here. Excellent vibes, as you can see. So excellent. Is this thunder and lightning? No way. This is not Samoa they told me about. This is definitely another island. I saw a sign that said waterfall, so I went in. There's no signal here, so I don't know where I am. Let's see if it was worth going in. I noticed that the Samoans were going about their day in the rain like it was nothing, all soaked, some even walking around shirtless. I should learn from them. I entered what they call the passage of happiness. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. That's our waterfall. But how can anyone actually see all of it? Here's the waterfall! Not bad, not bad. Let's head back to the car. While driving, I noticed that there are two types of outdoor houses. Almost every house has something called a fale. See this one? It is called a fale. It's an open space held up by columns with natural airflow all around. It's usually where most families spend the majority of their day because this country is so hot most of the year, so they need an open space to sit in. As you can see, fale are everywhere around here. I came here to check out a waterfall. But the waterfall was closed. Apparently he's taking a day off. I think the only activity we can do is to go have lunch. I keep saying the storm will calm down eventually, but it's getting worse. Oh my... I swear to God, I'll cry.
You are wearing like my shirt.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to the restaurant. It's open?
Yeah.
You saved my life with the umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I went to this restaurant that many recommended. Look at this beautiful sea. What's bothering me is that everyone told me, bring sunscreen. So I did. But where's the sun? Where is it? Oh God. This place is a restaurant and resort. I've seen so many reviews. They say the food is amazing and the view is amazing from here. It's right by the sea. Clearly that's the only activity I can do today. The local food culture here is heavily based on fish. They eat a lot of tuna and many raw fish dishes. The dish I ordered is a dish made of raw tuna, literally just cubes of tuna. Let's taste. I'm obsessed with sashimi. Most of their local dishes are like this. I finished my meal at the restaurant. I ordered fish and chips, and that tuna dish you saw. Oops. The water here is the warmest water ever. It's really warm. Anyway, the two dishes came out to 40. Never in my life I have paid that much money for a meal, to be honest. I reached a place where cars were lined up and no one was moving. It turns out the water level here doesn't allow anyone to pass. I needed to get to where I was going to sleep, but I'm not sure if it would be open or not. I have a feeling it might be closed. The street is blocked because of the floods, and the beach area was shut. I really don't know why. Now the city is far away, I can't go back. What can I do? I'm going to drive the car into the river. God help me. God help me. I did it! I spent nearly an hour stuck here. But the rain eased up, so the water level dropped.
I'm looking for a beach, Fale, if you have availability.
Yeah, sure, just come with me.
Okay, how much is it per night?
Just you?
Just me.
It's 130, so that would be include two males.
Just lucky.
Lucky?
Yeah, because tonight we have a 50th night dance group.
Is it just you?
Just me.
Why?
Because I'm single and desperate.
So what's your first name?
You get breakfast and dinner with your stay. At dinner, all the people here gather around one table. We're supposed to be waiting for dinner, even though I'd just had lunch. Honestly, the variety of the dishes is amazing. There's pasta, mashed potatoes, and salad. We even got oyster. It's prepared in a way I've never seen before. Oh, they even brought us lobster. It's crazy that all of this, with breakfast tomorrow on the beach, comes to about 130 tala, less than $50.
Before we start, we like to say greetings and talo palama to you all. So tonight is our Fia nights. So for Fia nights, it's like happy. Are you guys happy tonight?
Yeah.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Good morning again from my humble hut. I slept to the sounds of the ocean and the waves. This is the place where I stayed, the hut where I spent the night. You can't really say you've been to Samoa unless you've stayed in one of these huts. Usually, they're owned by families, like in large resorts, and sometimes a family would have 3 of them. If you show up, they give you a mattress and say, "Here's your bed for a night by the sea."
Sup, boys?
Before continuing our day, I must tell you about last night. Lucky me, they had Fia night yesterday, an important part of Samoan culture. Fia night means the happy night. It usually features a dance performance, with music and dances passed down from their fathers and grandfathers. They say it's the same songs and moves that go back 3,000 years. Honestly, it was a very happy show. I couldn't stop smiling as the young people danced a style called
Fa'uata'apauati.
I'm not sure though. I definitely pronounced that wrong, but their dance was meant to show strength, skill, and energy. While the girls' dance was more like soft and delicate, the aim was to tell a story through slow, gentle movements. The important thing is that through their dances, I really felt like they were telling a story. I don't know the exact plot, but I enjoyed it nevertheless. It was an incredible show. Finally, I did swim in this place. It's not too hot, it's amazing. And these simple huts cost between $30 and $50 a night, depending on where you stay. And they include breakfast and dinner. The sun is shining. I hope it stays that way all day. It's Sunday today, and everything is closed. The island basically takes a day off. They say it's not appropriate to do much on Sunday. Even renting a kayak is forbidden. They call Sunday a day of rest, but what really matters is that the sun showed up. Look how different the view becomes. Oh my, look at that island! Back in 2009, the Samoans woke up to shocking news. Samoa originally used to drive on the right side of the road like it's in our countries, not like Britain. But on that one September day, the news broke. Samoa was switching to driving on the left. The whole country was shocked and confused. The reason was that the easiest way to import cars to Samoa was from Australia and New Zealand. But those cars have steering wheels on the right, so they had to rent cars from America. But American cars are more expensive due to higher taxes and import costs. To cut costs for themselves and their people, they switched from driving on the right to the left. So Samoa became the last country to change its driving direction. Because of that change, every time I get in a car, I end up going the wrong way. And instead of moving the blinker, I activate the wipers by accident. It's time to say goodbye to these huts. Goodbye, dear friends. We're leaving this place. Most of today it was raining. Now it's already late afternoon. Unfortunately, I was waiting for the rain to stop. Hopefully we'll find something to do. Come on. Oh man, today felt totally wasted. I ended up doing nothing. Guys, look what I found while driving. A waterfall. Oh my, it's so beautiful. Look at this. It took my heart. I need my heart back. Just look at that beauty. A waterfall, casually right by the street. There's even a little lake or pond here. I should drive into it right now. I'll miss you.
I'm from Jordan.
Oh.
You know Jordan?
No.
Guys, I've got a flat tire. Out of nowhere, this guy shows up. He came by and helped fix my tire. I didn't even have to ask for his help.
Thank you so much, man, for helping me.
They're kind people. This nice guy came all by himself and started fixing the wheel without me even asking. Everywhere I drive, I see wooden platforms like this, set up in every single village. I was wondering, why are they like everywhere around here? Look here, we have one more. And behind it, another one there. These wooden thingies you saw, I guess, are used as trash bins to collect residents' garbage. See? The villagers dump their garbage here. They load it onto these wooden platforms, so the municipal truck comes to pick them up. I guess. Hi. Look, here's another one.
Can I see the waterfall?
Yeah, that's the waterfall over there. The entire lab represent for the entrance.
Okay, no problem.
Now I'm on my way back to the capital. I passed by a waterfall yesterday. I tried to stop by, but it was closed. Waterfall.
Sopawasa.
This waterfall is even shown on their paper money, and it's one of the nicest spots here. But most places like this are privately owned. You can only see the waterfall if you enter the property, and they charge an entry fee of about 20 Samoan tala with a picture of the waterfall on it. This country is like a tropical paradise. Most of the time I've spent on the island has been in the car. But I still enjoy the scenery. It's all just lush green landscapes. And once you're out of that, most places look the same. Colorful houses, a fale out front, and churches everywhere. Every country celebrates its independence with day parties and night festivities. Except here in Samoa. They celebrate their independence at 5 a.m. Wow. I couldn't stand the traffic anymore, so I parked the car far away. Even now, I'm not sure if they're celebrating or heading out to pray or something. Or are they preparing a communal breakfast, for example? I just can't figure out what kind of independence celebration starts at 6 in the morning. Huh? The problem is, it's raining. But I need to know, where are we going?
Excuse me, where are we going? What is there?
It's our marching to show respect for our schools, the corporations, and the government, all the societies. So they march to show their respect for our Independence Day.
So it's just you go, you show your respect, and you come back.
Yeah, and you come back.
But there is no festival.
Yeah, no festival.
Okay. I woke up at 6 a.m. to see the festival.
It turns out I'm heading to pay my respects to the Samoan people on their Independence Day. Great, no?
So all these people marching are going to show their respect.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Scouts? Hi.
As I walked, I saw scout groups. Those are the Samoan Scouts.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
The entire community comes together on this day, starting as early as 4 or 5 a.m. to show their respect for their country and its organizations. Right now, I'm certain I won't die of thirst here, because in the worst cases, I can wring out my shirt and get 3 liters of water. Oh my, the determination of these people. They wake up at this hour just to pay their respects. Respect.
Celebrating its 100 years. This year, we are being joined by Apia College.
Today is the Samoan Independence Day. I'm on my way back to the airport again, but the journey isn't over. I'm going for just 1 day, and then I'll come back. And something really strange is gonna happen. I'm about to lose an entire day of my life. I'll tell you more about it in the next video, because I'm off to shoot that video, and then we'll continue this one. So make sure to keep an eye on the channel to learn how you can travel through time while in Samoa. I swear it's not a clickbait or a trick of some sort. Here's Faleolo Airport. Talofa, talofa, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. We'll see you in a couple of days. Bye for now. We're back at the place where we started. I just completed an entire trip that you'll see in the next video, and now let's continue our journey. Thank God the weather looks better on the island today. Oh, how beautiful this place is when the sun is shining. The turquoise water is just unreal. Look at these beautiful colors of the water and the trees. This place feels like a whole new country when the sun comes out. The first thing we need to do is fix the tire. Okay, turns out there was a nail in it. No wonder my tire was flat. What is this? Since when a tire go flat? From something that huge?
Afiato lava? Paafitai?
Yeah.
Lava.
Yeah.
Paafitai lava.
Paafitai lava, which means thank you.
20? Paafitai lava.
About 3 minutes from downtown, there's a place where you can go snorkeling and see incredible coral reefs. Finally, we're going into the water in the Pacific Ocean. This is the spot. Let's finally go for a swim in the Pacific Ocean. It costs $2 for entry, and I rented these. The best part is that the water here is not cold at all. It's so warm, it feels amazing. It's so warm. The water is as warm as my heart, God bless my soul. Okay, bad joke, I know. Let's go! How far from the shore we are, but I can still stand on the ground. It's perfect. Samoa Sea approved. The coral reefs here are truly stunning, though my goggles kept fogging up. They kept getting water inside, so if you really want to enjoy it, bring your own goggles. Seriously, it's beautiful. It's totally worth it. Good morning, everyone. In Samoa, the concept of the fale has evolved so much that now they even have it in houses. I stayed in a fale, the cheapest place at $45 including breakfast. It's very simple, nothing fancy inside. That's it. The problem is, instead of hearing the sound of ocean waves, you hear the sound of cars on the street. Cheers to that. See you later. Thank you, bye-bye. I met these two ladies standing on the road evangelizing. We ended up chatting about life and how nice it is to just relax.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Now I'm in downtown, here in the busy markets. And I'm heading to a place called the Cultural Village. A place where they do a daily cultural show every morning. They talk about the local culture, its people, and even their tattoos, which are really important for them. Everything here is deeply intertwined with local culture.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let me tell you a fun fact about Samoa. This is the first country in the world where the sun rises each day because of its unique location, right next to the international date line.
It's Samoan?
No material. No, Samoa is no.
No Samoa.
Yeah. How much?
This 40 tala. It's good?
That's good. How much for the pay?
This in the market.
Oh, Sua.
Yes.
Samoa.
Yes.
Oh.
Wallahi from Samoa.
Oh.
What's happening?
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, for the market.
Yes.
Oh. 40.
40.
Oh.
Good price?
Okay, my brother.
Thank you, my friend.
Do you want to come with me? He asked me, where are you from? I told him from Palestine. He said, man, your traditional Palestinian clothes are awesome. I told him, this is from the market right here. We're now in the cultural village. You can see lots about local culture and crafts and all that. Let's go.
And I'm gonna teach you how to weave our traditional Samoan plates.
They're teaching us, first, how to make a Samoan plate out of these leaves, coconut palm leaves. The idea is kind of like making braids. You layer one leaf on top of another repeatedly until you've used up all the leaves. And that's how you get a complete plate made of coconut palm leaves. I made a plate. I need to make a spoon and a fork now. They taught us so much about Samoan culture over 2 hours at the cultural center, from handcrafts and wood carving to the importance of coconut in their lives and how they extract milk from it, as well as their welcoming rituals by serving a drink called kava.
Oh my! Ikaw kay pao lele yare kay mana? Wow! Awan masusuyan mana ka? Mokolo kong makiwan pao law kumamapun. Drink it.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
You like it?
Very much.
Have more. Nice?
Very nice.
Have more.
Every families here in Samoa, they would always have their modern houses in the front, but they will always have these kind of building or these kind of fale at the back of their houses. This is how we do our cooking here in the olden days, but still practice here in Samoa.
And in the end, they put on a fia show like the one I saw a couple of days ago. But unfortunately, the most important part of the show, how they do the Samoan tattoos, was not allowed to be filmed.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Perhaps the best thing I did in Samoa was attend that cultural show, because they explained in 2.5 hours everything you need to know about Samoa and its culture. There's one more thing I want to do here in Samoa. A place I tried to reach on my first day, but the weather wasn't cooperative. Now I'm going to try to get there, a drive of about 1.5 hours. Fingers crossed for some sun, because without it, I'd have wasted the trip. Look at these little kids, guys. After 1.5 hours on the road, we finally arrived. We have 1 hour, then we're heading back. To leave the town, I paid a 20 tala entry fee. We arrived. How's everything? Oh. That's it? Unfortunately, the sun isn't very strong, so the view isn't as stunning. But it's still nice, honestly, wow. Beautiful. This place is called Sua Ocean Trench. It's the most iconic spot in the country, a huge hole open to the sea below. When the sun is strong, the water underneath turns a brilliant turquoise. That's the best part. Unfortunately, there's no much sun right now. So I'm going to head down those stairs. That's the most exciting part. Incredible. First, we need to get down. Oh my, it's a bit scary. Look at that. The drop is steep. Oh my. This is Sua Ocean Trench in Samoa, the most famous spot in the country. Look at how gorgeous the water is. What a stunning turquoise. Time to jump in. The water is about 2 meters deep, and since the sun isn't too strong, you don't have to worry of getting burned. Welcome to paradise, folks. And that's how we swam in one of the most amazing places to swim in the world. Let's go. Let's get to the capital and head to the airport. Honestly, this place is a masterpiece. You could easily spend half a day here if you love ocean views like this. It's really beautiful. Let's go, drop off the car, and head to the airport. There's someone who looks like she needs a ride.
How are you today?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to buy some food for my kids. Do you have a wife?
No, I don't have a wife. Single, I'm single.
Single boy, yeah.
Yeah. You have a husband?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a husband, I have 4 kids, or 5 kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just only boys, there's no girl.
No girl?
Yeah.
And how is life in Samoa? Is nice?
Yeah.
how is it like? What do you do? How is life here?
To collect some coconuts, make the taro, to put in front of my house, to stop in front of my house, then to buy a.
Ah, you sell it?
Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
will sell it with a taro.
In Samoa,
yeah,
there are poor, a lot, or it's it's medium, it's good.
Medium is no good.
Huh?
It's no good.
No good.
Yeah.
Ah.
Then I then use my phone to call someone people overseas to bring the money for me, and she helped me for my kids.
Ah, with you. It's your family.
Yeah,
Nice
okay,
meeting
have a
you.
nice day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Can I come say hello to your kids?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, one moment.
That's okay. Snoopy, stop it.
Okay.
That dog almost bit me.
Nice to meet you.
Michael, si parang yun eh.
How are you?
Have a nice.
Oh my. Hi. This is where you cook?
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Can I go inside? It's taro?
Yeah.
So that's how you make it with the coconuts?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. And how long you leave it for to get ready?
1 hour.
1 hour,
Yeah.
and it's ready?
Yeah.
You plant the taro here?
Yeah.
There.
Plantation.
This is a rural Samoan house. See all these coconuts she collected. She sells them on the street.
30 cents for one coconut?
30 cents.
Yeah.
Oh. What is this?
It's my first time seeing coconuts like this.
Yes. Very nice. This, you can eat this?
Yeah.
It's the first time I see something edible inside a coconut like this one. It looks like a sponge somehow. I've never eaten anything like that before.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Have a nice day.
You make the basket yourself?
Yeah. To make the basket to bring the coconut.
You make it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Guys, she made this big basket by hand. She is such a powerful woman. Look at all these beautiful baskets she made to sell them on the streets.
Fa'afitai lava. Fa'afitai lava. Bye bye.
All right. As I wander through the streets and villages, driving around, I think this is how we need to live as people. Like to live in the midst of nature. Not like what we're doing, destroying nature and living in cities. I found some food by the roadside that I really want to try. It's very unusual. I've seen it more than once. And now it's time to try it. Look how nice it is. It's not quite sunset yet, more like pre-sunset.
What is this?
Coconut juice.
Ah, nice.
It's a fruit salad.
Fruit salad. And what is this?
Savama. It's like a quinoa.
Okay. You eat it or you drink it?
You eat it.
You eat it?
Yeah. It's same. And drink.
Okay, I will take one.
Yeah.
I never tried it.
Okay.
It's good?
This might be the strangest thing I've seen in Samoa.
Is it good?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yes.
Okay, I will take one.
I don't really know what this thing is. I was told it's like sea urchin but cooked. It's bizarre. I'll eat some of it just to try it, you know. But first I need to hand over the car because I'm super late.
Thanks a lot, Kent. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Safe trip back.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your holiday, okay?
Thank you so much, Kent. You have a word for my friends?
Thank you, my friend, for visiting us in Samoa. So I hope he's enjoying his time here.
That guy is really nice. I gave him his car back. And now let's see what we do next. My flight is at 5 in the morning, so I need to wait somewhere and then head to the airport. It's time for an adventure. One of the strangest things I'll ever eat in my life. This, my friends, is sea urchin. I know nothing about it, but it's sold on the street. Apparently, sailors collect it and prepare it in a special way. They sell it in bottles like this. It's considered a special dish, not an everyday dish, because sea urchin is so expensive and very difficult to prepare. I bought it for $15. First, we open it. We need to empty the bottle's contents. Here we have a plate. Oh my, the smell. It smells like a fish market in here. Hopefully the taste is better than the smell. Oh my! I'm about to try the contents of the bottle, although I have no idea what it is. But let's give it a try and see. Here goes nothing. I can't even finish eating the plate. I literally have no words to describe what I'm eating right now. The texture of the food, it's like chewing a rubber gasket. Did I like it? No, not at all. I wouldn't recommend it ever. I met this woman and she told me, you didn't eat sea urchin.
So I didn't eat the sea urchin.
No.
This is the sea urchin.
This is the sea urchin.
See this yellow thingy? That's a sea urchin. But what I actually ate was sea cucumber. I ate sea cucumber, guys.
So what I eat is sea cucumber.
Yeah, and the sea...
It's not so good.
Yeah, that is so... this is very cheap.
They fooled me, guys. I ended up buying sea cucumber instead of sea urchin. And at the end of the trip, I reached the airport named
Lolo. Aliole.
And don't ask me why I'm dressed like this. I'm wearing about 6 shirts and 4 pairs of pants because they wouldn't let me take my bag on the plane. They said it was too heavy and I'd have to pay $200 for check-in. I told them check-in or beef, I don't care, I'm not paying. So I ended up wearing all these clothes. This is the 3rd time I've had to do this. I don't know why the airline rules must be that strict. Good night, everyone. May your journeys be many. Goodbye. All right. Time to take some layers off and pack them properly. We managed to save $200.